You can still get your life back. Get your life back. It's real. Get your life back. Get your life back. Hey, everybody. Today is Valentine's. No, today's the day before Valentine's Day in 2021. We made it to another year. Praise God. So, for those of you who are new to my channel, I want you to subscribe and like. Hopefully, you will like the content, look at a couple of videos, see the things that I provide, who I am, get to know more about me, and make a judgment and decision if you want to follow me or not. And I got some new things that are coming your way. Anyway, my name is Cheryl Howard. I am a certified life purpose coach, a certified pastoral counselor, and a certified mental health professional, as well as a speaker and an author, right? And I do trainings online. So I have a virtual academy called Get Your Life Back Academy because I help people get their life back. I help you break through perceived barriers so you can propel into your purpose, so you can live life intentionally, so you can live not only in your purpose, but you can live on purpose. And so that's why today I'm kind of excited, and I'm really excited as well because, I read a lot of ebooks that are self-help books that are very helpful. They build you up spiritually, emotionally, psychologically, in every area, holistic, coming from a holistic um, standpoint. And this one that I recently wrote is called Authentically Becoming You, because I know there are a lot of people out there who don't really feel like they're living as their true self. They feel like they're being an imposter, or they're living like pleasing other people all of the time. They cater. Are any of you that person? You cater to other people's needs. You're more considerate than people are to you a lot of the times. You're very courteous. A lot of times you take a back seat to push somebody else forward because sometimes some of you know your greatness. So sometimes when you operate in your greatness for these little peak moments, people around you may become intimidated, or they devalue you, or they dismiss you, sometimes because they're jealous, they don't want you to speak. Sometimes people are used to you being quiet or taking the behind the scenes or the supportive role when you have leadership in you. So a lot of times, and most of the times, people can see your leadership, they see your greatness. They don't want you to see it because of their own insecurity. So that's a whole nother thing. But I want you to be your authentic self. No more pleasing everybody. That's over. No more just doing supportive roles and back scenes because of fear. Because of fear. And that's the root of it is. When you're afraid to be your authentic self, when you're afraid to take on certain roles and positions and opportunities, because you have made yourself feel complacent and comfortable taking a back seat and not living who God called you to be, number one. And so this book is for you. If that's you, you need to read Authentically Becoming You. And I'm going to share a little bit about it with you. And it's on my academy. I have a virtual academy. Again, Get Your Life Back. And I have other wonderful ebooks. I have summits. I have online trainings. I have master classes. I have courses on so many different areas. But I work a lot with emotional wellness and finding what your purpose is, uncovering, discovering, recovering, repurposing whatever that purpose, that passion for this season too, because some of us, many of us, our purpose can change in different seasons. So maybe you served us in a certain capacity during one time of your life, but now it's time for you to transition and shift into doing something else, into serving different in the world. And so that happens all of the time. And then some of you have a purpose you haven't even operated in yet. It's buried, but I want to help you unbury it. So that's what I do. So I help people, find what their purpose is and their passion and operate in it. So I'm your cheerleader. I help pull those things out of you and give you strategies and ways for you to live authentically and live in your purpose and break barriers of what I say perceive, because sometimes we think something is holding us back and it's not. It is us holding ourselves back. And so sometimes you just need somebody to come along and kind of let you know, give you a little nudge and a push. So I am definitely a spiritual midwife. I am definitely a purpose pusher. That's what I do all of the time, you know. So that's why I am a certified life purpose coach, and I do it in mental health. counseling and coaching as well. Everything that I do, even through the pastoral counseling, that's who I am. And I want you to know who you are. I know who I am because I serve in that capacity in all of the different hats that I wear, whether spiritual or natural. I'm still the same person that loves to help other people see their greatness and live in their strengths and see their strengths and understand that they're here to serve and there's something for them to do. There's a nation of people for you to serve and to speak to and to build up and to share and to teach and to train and to nurture and to cultivate and to inspire and to motivate, okay, in some kind of form, some way, shape, or form. So anyway, let's get into my academy real quick and let me show you what I got brewing. Actually, it's ready now. Yeah, so I did want to go here because I want to read a little bit about the visual audio book because you can look at it on as the different pages turn, and I'm reading for you, or you can just listen to it if you don't have time to look at it. So I call it a visual audio because I have it as a video form where you can also listen and you can follow along while I'm reading if you want to do that visually. So anyway, Authentically Becoming You teaches you life strategies to help you live as your true self, as I said. And it comes along with worksheets because you're going to do some work. For those of you who have been my clients or who work with me or who have attended my courses and master classes, you guys know I give you some work. You're going to do your own work yourself. And it's more interactive and it's more interesting when you do that. So I feel like you're really doing something. It's progressive. In many ways, becoming your authentic self is being true to yourself or ourselves. It is sometimes easier to explain something by identifying what it isn't, right? Living authentically as your true self is achievable and possible. Life is much more peaceful and fulfilling when you realize that living your truth with authenticity and honesty. Let me move this over because I want to read it right here. There we go. So, as I always state, life can be much more peaceful when you identify, understand who you are, whose you are, the Father, for those of you who are believers like me, and know your purpose. This ebook will prompt and challenge you to become more introspective about who you are at the core and any narrative you need to change that does not build you up. Everything is about being built up, and you'll learn how to build yourself up. So this is the cover of the book. Let's read a little bit more about the book. There is an old expression, never judge a book by its cover. Now, the only problem with that is people often do, right? Listen, think about it. How many times have you gone into a bookstore and been attracted to a book because it has an eye-catching cover? What's seen on the outside is a clue to what lies within. Selah, I want you to think about that for a moment. Your people-pleasing days are over, baby. I'm here to tell you it's time to live as your individual or as the individual God created you to be. We tend to play different roles, right? When we are with individuals that we want to please or want to make sure that they like us. On the other hand, we are our best selves when we are with people who love and appreciate us for who we truly are. Do you notice this type of behavior or act within yourself or other people? So included again, like I said, are the Authentically Becoming You worksheets for you to use either along while you're reading or even after you're reading, whenever you want to use them. You can download them and print them out. I've given you a Word document and a PDF version, a file, just in case you want to just use the Word file to write in there to make your entries, or you can download it, print it out as well, or whatever. Or you want to make it fillable by using some kind of software online where you can make the lines fillable in a PDF. Up to you. That way you can type in it. Maybe you don't feel like using a pencil or pen. You want to type in it. But that's what I mean. It's a lot more in the book, but that's basically what it is. And it's not long. It's not a lot of pages. It's 20 something pages. I think it's about 23 pages in the book. It's an easy read. You can do it. You can finish reading the book itself an hour or two, really, or it depends on how quick you read. But I want you to do the workbooks as well. So I just wanted to share that with you. And then because in that course, I do mention, or with that ebook, on the page, I mentioned my Learning to Love You workshop, which is a great workshop that can take you to the next level. Because sometimes, like I said, when you're dealing with these core beliefs you have that may be negative, sometimes we got to look at how you value yourself. Are you loving yourself? Learning to love you. Because I know a lot of people don't love themselves. I know that already. Male and female. It doesn't even matter. And so if you're interested in that workshop, you see it's only $27 and it comes along with workbook, a worksheet workbook as well. And I am on there sharing with you and going through the whole process of learning how to love yourself and pulling out your strengths and your abilities and learning to not walk in self condemnation and comparing yourself to others. Everybody has flaws. We live in a fallen world. Okay, there's nothing perfect, but God Himself made us perfect, meaning the way He created man is perfect. He looked around and said and saw that everything He made was good. Okay. But because of man's fallen state, that's a whole nother teaching. We have to deal with brokenness and we have to deal with dysfunction. So, but we should always strive to live in God's perfect will for our lives, His plan, His purpose, the spiritual and the natural. Okay, so I'm finished sharing. But go to Get Your Life Back Academy and you will see a lot more of my other ebooks, my master classes, and everything else, my workshops online, and some summits that I've done in the past where I have a lot of speakers coming on sharing their story. One is called From the Page to the Stage, showing you how to take that vision and that dream you have and learning how to move it from the page to the stage to actually live it and operate in it. And another one I have, we want to talk about healing, is From Trauma to Triumph, where I have speakers share their stories, overcoming stories of things that they had to, that they gone through, but that they have overcome. And now they're living on purpose and they're living on the other side. They're living on the side of healed. And so some of you may need to watch that so you can heal from some things, because sometimes it's those unhealed places and wounds that are keeping you stuck mentally and spiritually and emotionally. I'm all about emotional wellness because I don't care what we do in life and what we achieve, but we don't deal with us and we don't take time to self care for ourselves. That stuff will come out some kind of way. It's going to affect you or it's going to affect people around you. I'm telling you, I'm telling you. Anyway, thank you so much. I don't want to be long winded on here because I can be. Be quiet for those of you who know that already. Shh. Anyway, thank you so much. I hope you go and download the book. I think you saw it was $17 only, and you get worksheets and you get the visual audio book. And I'm so excited, and I would love to hear how the book has been a blessing to you, you know, what nuggets you got out of it, what meat you got out of it, and share with somebody else who needs to know or who needs to live in their authentic self. Thank you so much. Bye bye, guys.